Ahmed Khan and Kamran Shah. Basically, our startups and young entrepreneurs facing the problems of regulatory bodies, the problem of taxation structure, especially for the beginners. It's complex enough, and liars are creating the fear so that no one can start the business. And the third most important is the working capital, because the startups should have to buy the materials on cash, and where they are supposed to sell, there is a credit limit of 60 days or 90 days. Then the person is really in a difficult position to continue their businesses. So how you can, so there's some, you can say, measures to overcome these challenges.
So यहाँ पे government offices नहीं बैठे हैं? SMEDA conference. SMEDA is fine, right? They're they support us. So हमने जो इसका मतलब हमने तो नहीं मतलब लोगों ने जो इसका हल निकाला है वो ये है कि you can operate without forming a company initially, right? So Madam mentioned that you can start your business on Facebook. You will not be regulated in the true sense, right? Until you get to a certain scale, nobody really cares about what you're doing, right? As a single person or as a small business. So, this kind of things are always welcome. Like, we advise startups that don't get yourself incorporated or registered until you've reached a certain scale and it becomes important, right? Okay, not maybe the best advice to give to people, but keeping in mind the local sort of framework or the environment, that's it's prudent. So you can start. Capital का जो source है ना, your first source of capital is always your friends, family, and fools, right? The 3Fs. वो आपको and like I said, if you have a good idea, your friends and family will be more than happy to give you some money. ठीक है? आपको start में कम पैसे चाहिए होते हैं. It's easy to get people who already know you and trust you to give you a little bit of money. So that's how sort of how we look at it. कि आप पहले then don't get involved in the tax structure, the accounting problems. Start your business. ठीक है? वही बात की you have $65,000. Why go for them? You should get an education, of course, but it's just better to go out there and learn. So just go out there, start your business, and everything else. When you get to a certain scale, you'll be able to afford a tax lawyer. When you get to a certain scale, you'll be able to afford a part-time accountant, and these things will. You'll be able to afford the corporation fee, and again, capital, friends and family is your best and easiest way to your first sort of seed capital.
I think Ahmed, after that comment, nobody is going to give you money because we all follow one level. Yes, you have a question at the back over there.
I have a question. First of all, I have.
Okay.
Sir, this is Atif Ejaz from UMT Lahore. I am doing PhD management. My question is from that sir, sitting in the last. So you just said that your upcoming project is related to women entrepreneurship. So do you have any criteria you have set for the selection of that women? What type of women you can be selected for that? I mean to say that whether they will be fresh graduates women or women those who have lost their husbands or women who are back into the streets and we fall into the signals. What sort of women you have selected in your projects? I just want to need clarity of that thing.
There are two different groups. One, Kayan is talking about more your regular, highly educated, well-off, whichever kind of women. Our other projects are working at grassroots level. So in villages and small towns, tahsils, I think you can call them. So they are micro enterprises. And over there, our criteria is that, okay, anybody is willing. Does she have the permission from the family to kind of do something like that? Does she have the aptitude for that kind of a thing? So it's not graduates, it's not PhDs, it's semi-literate or illiterate women sitting at in villages.
Sir, I know many women, they are just asking from these cases, so we don't have the jobs and we are educated. Last night, sir, I visited Akbar Chowk and I visited some women, she was begging and she was MA English and her husband was dead. And I I can't tell you what was happening inside my heart when I saw her. She wants to, sir, do you think that these types of women should be an entrepreneur? Can we help them first instead of going to the villages, those who are present in our homeland, instead of going to the villages? First of all, we have to solve their problems and to do something for that women instead of focusing to the villages. I think you should focus on that thing first. So you don't have to mind that, I just don't know.
It's not a mind. The challenge is that when you talk with the large population countries, Pakistan, Indonesia, India, Bangladesh, whichever, the development models break down. The populations are so large that no matter how much money you bring in, it's never enough. Last financial year, Planning and Development Department, Punjab government of Punjab had $6.5 billion. And they said that this is just money as a catalyst. We need to do something about it. We need to raise private sector money. Secretary Health, Tertiary Health wanted 135,000 beds for Punjab, secondary and tertiary care. One bed, American style, is about $1.5 million. One hospital bed, Pakistani style, is about $100,000. By bed, I mean you divide the total cost of a hospital by the number of beds in that. If you set up American style hospitals, that's $202.5 billion. If you talk about Pakistani style hospitals, it's $13.5 billion. Nobody has that kind of money. So you have to prioritize. And sometimes you got to make the tough decisions. We do not like it. We would want to help as many as we can. The challenge is kis ki madad kare. And that's where you guys also came in, because you also have to play a part in that.
And I think it also goes back to what we've been discussing, that which is why SMEDA is here, which is why entities such as us are here, to create jobs. So rather than trying to identify individuals, we can make, so you go to the people who can become businesses and scale so that they can employ as many people as possible. I think that a limitation of resources, obviously, for the government, for donor agencies, all is a very severe problem in overpopulated countries. We have one question at the back here. I think that's our last question, according to time.
I have got.
We have the first. Thank you. I'll come to you.
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I believe we have 100% literacy rate in this hall. We have about 3.2 million business units in this country, and as we say, we claim that 99% are SMEs, so that makes about 3.16 million small and medium enterprises. I was wondering, what is the literacy rate of these 3.16 million SMEs? I mean, we are talking in extremely good language. I mean, we communicate with each other excellently. I mean, this is marvelous. Even a foreigner would feel shy in front of us. What I'm saying is that all these terms, sustainable ecosystem, infrastructure, how do you communicate your business models with the local people? And then we have the yuan coming up very fast, the CPAC thing. Are we also on a governmental level focusing on Chinese language to really make this country an entrepreneurial nation under CPAC? Thank you.
So I'll answer your first question. You're absolutely right. We're sitting here and it seems like that we would probably not know how to translate that information. I remember the first time somebody asked me the Urdu for strategy, and I was honestly, I didn't know what to say until I found out it's Hikmat-e-Amali, of course. Having personally worked across Pakistan with more than 2,500 SMEs from Fatah to Swat to Sindh, I can tell you that when we get, I know for the implementers sitting here at least, when we get into that mode, we figure out how to communicate everything to them. And I've seen SMEDA do that excellently as well. They might be having this conference here with a lot of, very, you're absolutely right, very theoretical things going on. But when you go into the field mode, everything completely changes. We ensure that we get the message across. As far as your second comment, would someone like to talk about Chinese language, and maybe ma'am and the chamber is there, talk about how to educate our businesses in to gear up for that.
Chinese language centers we do have already in Lahore, and the kind of business we are doing with China, we need to learn Chinese language. Otherwise, you need to hire a translator when you go there. There are offers of Chinese language, but we need to. One thing we need to focus on, as the gentleman said, is that where China goes, China takes over. So we have to have our own people surviving also. We have to keep that in mind. It's very, very important. It should not be all about CPEC, it should be about Pakistan.
Absolutely. We have one question which, if you could please briefly go, because we are out of time.
We are talking about entrepreneurs here. So basically, it has been about the markets. Just wanted to add something here. Talking about markets and sensing the market opportunity and capitalizing, just like zeal.com, wheels.com. But what about creating an opportunity and then capitalizing on it? Any instance about it?
Maybe you could.
This is where I love technology and I love analytics, right? These two things sort of coupled together give you a great sense of what to do next. So you get, that's something I said. But anyway, so that was the idea, right? That we can build something, maybe, so innovation jo hai, the innovative process or the innovative dilemma, if you read that book, you can see a lot of how to solve these problems. But, we have entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, he created an MP3 player, right? Which CDs were popular, right? So yeah, so we definitely, the problem is, innovation requires research requires money, infrastructure which we just don't have. So historically it's just been easier for us to copy successful models and bring them here, but we're all for innovation, and if someone comes up with a brilliant idea, so we'd love to implement it as well.
Thank you so much. We're out of time. Thank you for your questions, and thank you, panelists.
I would like to request the panelists to please come forward for a group photo.